I'm going to be reviewing a different horror movie for every day of October.
So who are you?
I wake up today in hospital. I wake up and I'm hallucinating.
I've got some bad news.
They're infected.
Infected!
Father.
Infected with what?
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
It's the blood. There's something in the blood.
Lesson 1. You never go anywhere alone unless you've got no choice.
Hello?
Lesson 2. You only travel during daylight unless you've got no choice.
See, this is a really shit idea. You know why? This is obviously a shit idea.
We have to leave now. More will be coming. They always do.
They're dead. And you're gonna be next.
28 Days Later is a 2002 British post-apocalyptic horror film from director Danny Boyle, starring Cillian Murphy, Naomi Harris, Christopher Eccleston, Megan Burns, and Brendan Gleeson. The film opens then with an animal liberation group breaking into a Cambridge laboratory where they're housing a whole bunch of chimpanzees infected with some kind of rage virus. Upon releasing one of the chimpanzees, they get bitten by the virus and then it soon spreads across the whole country. We then cut to 28 days later, where our main character wakes up in a hospital, played by Cillian Murphy. So Cillian then plays Jim, a bicycle carrier who was hit by a car before the accident and has woken up 28 days later in a hospital to find London completely deserted. He wanders around seemingly throughout London until he encounters a bunch of humans infected by the rage virus who chase him through the streets. Luckily he is saved by Selena, played by Naomi Harris, who takes him to safety. Later they both encounter Frank and his daughter Hannah, played respectively by Megan Burns and Brendan Gleeson, and they escape back to Frank's apartment, where they hatch a plan to escape London. Upon hearing an emergency broadcast about a safe bunker in Manchester, the four decide to head north and flee London. It is during their journey that they grow closer together and form a bond of friendship, even raiding a supermarket together to get supplies for their journey north, having a good time in the process. When they eventually arrive at the base in Manchester, they find it seemingly deserted. A little bit distraught, they leave their vehicle, where unfortunately Frank then becomes infected by the rage virus and turns against his family. He is then killed by a group of soldiers who lead the three remaining survivors into a mansion house, where a group of soldiers have made sanctuary. The soldiers are led by a Major Henry West, played by Christopher Eccleston, and he comes up with an idea to turn the two ladies into sex slaves in order to repopulate the population. Of course, Jim doesn't like this idea and is therefore thrown out of the house to be killed by a whole bunch of rage-filled soldiers they keep in the courtyard. Jim, however, manages to escape and frees these chained up infected soldiers, who then cause rampage throughout the mansion. It is during this distraction that he manages to get the two girls to safety However, Jim is injured in the process. We then cut to another 28 days later, where our 3 remaining characters are held together in a cottage. They have spelled out the word help using linen and cloth across the grass field outside the cottage. The story is excellently told and paced brilliantly throughout, as well as the camera work adds to the story. The wide shots show the desolation of the environment around them, and the closer shots reveal the sort of family and intimate moments that their characters have developed between each other. The acting is really good throughout. All the main characters give great performances. You really feel their friendship and bonds throughout the movie grow. Overall, I enjoyed 28 Days Later. It is a nice British horror movie and one of Danny Boyle's better movies, in my opinion. I'm going to rate this a 8 out of 10. I think it's definitely worth your time and you should check it out. Thank you for watching and have a good day.